Hello guys, and welcome back once again to CareerQ, a place to curate your career. So previously I had posted this video on Capgemini versus Wipro, and I got such an immensely supportive response from you guys that I decided to continue this series of comparing two organizations. So in today's video we'll be comparing Capgemini and Infosys, and we'll be looking out for differences there within these two organizations, and as a fresher, which organization is better suited for you. So as I have already said in that previous video also, that a lot of these things also depend upon the project and the technology and your interest on that technology and the team lead, environment, and many other things. Mentor, manager, these kind of things also matter. However, there are some other things that we can take care of, and we can take a decision based on these particular factors that I will be discussing in today's video. So do watch the video to the end, and if you have any other queries or any other suggestions, anything that you want me to do, then you can put them down in the comments and I will definitely have a look and I will go through them. So without further ado, let's get started. Capgemini and Infosys both are again service-based companies and are mass recruiters when it comes to fresher hiring and fresher recruitment. So a lot of students like you and like me, we start our careers from these organizations. So as I've previously mentioned, I have started my career from Capgemini, but I would like to compare these two organizations and the different factors associated with them. So the most common grade or the most common designation for which Capgemini hires is the analyst or A4 designation for BTech candidates, and the most common designation for Infosys is a project engineer or system engineer. Capgemini has also introduced one more profile or one more designation, that is a CIS designation, and so we can say that Capgemini hires for BTech candidates. It takes the candidates into two different departments, CIS and the analysts, and Infosys only takes for project engineers. Now from 2022 onwards, Capgemini will be offering a salary slab of 4 LPA to analysts and a salary slab of somewhere around 3 to 3.5 LPA to the people hired in the CIS domain. Whereas Infosys have their salary slab of 3.6 for freshers. So the salary slab is more or less the same. If you are hired as an analyst within Capgemini, then it's 40,000 more, but that is the difference of salary slabs in both of these organizations. Now once you join the organization comes the training phase, and as I've said, Capgemini has this training of 3 months, which is divided into 2.5 months of training and 0.5 month of your major project. Infosys, on the other hand, is world famous for its training, and especially the training infrastructure or the training campus that Infosys has in Mysore. So there are a lot of videos that shows the Mysore campus of Infosys. It has a very great infrastructure, and it's not just related to studies and technology, but there are swimming pools, there are a lot of recreational centers are there, and while Infosys trains you for technology, it as well trains you for team building activities. It holds different kind of these kind of trainings also within that campus, and it is very famous for this Mysore campus and this Mysore training center that Infosys has. Whereas Capgemini, on the other hand, does not have any such training center. They either train you within Capgemini organization or the office, or they can give you to a third party. They can take a third party location and they can call you there for their training. Now the most important point here is that the thing that Infosys brags about this infrastructure of these this training site and everything. Due to this COVID-19 pandemic, these trainings have now gone on a virtual mode, and they are no longer being held in that campus. So it's really it really doesn't matter what infra is there or what whatever other features are there, because you are not going there. The training is happening virtually. So now if you see secluding the infra and everything, Capgemini has a little bit of extra edge here, because the training that Capgemini provides is comparatively a bit better. I mean, it's not really there's not a marginal difference, but if you give a 3.5 to this to Infosys, then you can give a 3.6 or 3.7 to Capgemini's training. Coming ahead, if we go with the salary hikes, okay, so Capgemini gives lesser salary hike of 5 to 8%, whereas Infosys on the other hand has decided to give an increased hike. It also previously used to give between 5 to 8%. However, now these days with the increasing resignation and everything, they have decided to go on and increase this hike or hike of from 5 to 8% to 8 to 10%. So here Infosys is having an extra edge because your salary hike will be greater in Infosys as compared to in Capgemini. Now again, coming to the next thing, that is the bench period. After your training gets completed, you are moved to bench in any service-based companies, as I've already said before. So Capgemini also has this bench period and Infosys also, but here comes one thing that I've heard. Capgemini, and I know this because I have seen this with one of my friends. If you are on bench for a very long period of time, say for 6 months or 8 months, then there are chances that you will get laid off. So Capgemini lays off the employees with a greater bench period. In this case, Infosys again has an extra edge because there is a little bit of job security. If you say, even if you are on bench, they do not lay off just because of the fact that you've been on bench for some time. So the average timeline, the average timeline, it depends on different BUs and everything, but the job security factor, if you are on bench, then Capgemini employees can get a little bit tensed about getting laid off than the employees who are in Infosys. Now if you are not anymore on bench and if you've got selected in a project and you're working, then Capgemini's work-life balance is much better as compared to Infosys's work-life balance. That is what I've heard, that Infosys, the work environment it makes for freshers is a bit stressful as compared to Capgemini. So the work-life balance here is seemingly a bit more than the work-life balance within Infosys. Of course, many of the people have treated this as a boon, as an advantage, because you get a lot of learning opportunities. But for employees or for people who are aiming for further education or preparing for some examination or anything of that sort, in that case I would say Capgemini is better, because here you get some time for yourself, and I've heard that there are long work hours and a bit of stress within Infosys. So project life in Infosys is a bit stressful when compared with Capgemini. Again, now the next thing that comes is there are a lot of certifications that you need to do within when you are in this IT sector, and Infosys and Capgemini, both of the organizations provides vouchers for their employees to give these examinations. So this is not really much of an issue, as both of them, the reimbursement or the gift or the vouchers are there. So that's it. These were the few factors that you need to know before you are deciding which organization you should be joining. So I have discussed all these different factors with you. Do tell me in the comment section if you have any other doubts, queries, concerns. Also, if you like today's video, put a thumbs up. If you've not yet subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. I was CareerQ. Thanks for watching. Until next time, take care. Bye bye.